Hey guys, how's it going? So what we've got here is a Medal of Honor V2 Fortnite style. I know those two don't necessarily go together, and some of you may not know what Medal of Honor Allied Assault was or is. It's a game from about 2002 to 2006, 7. Had a pretty good run, published by Electronic Arts. Was really popular in the first-person shooting aspect of the game. Had a lot of fun playing that game. Met a lot of different people. Some of those people I still talk to. Made a lot of good friends. So when the creative mode came out in Fortnite, I took that opportunity to really just kind of see what it was all about. And so what better way to do that than to draw back on some of the memories he had, right? So full disclosure, some of the stuff here doesn't translate 100%. The game's not to scale. This map was one of the more popular maps that I think everyone could relate to, those who played the game. And if you hadn't, you missed out on a really good game. The setting is an objective-based, the Alliance versus the Axis. Commonly in World War II, it was basically the Allies versus the Axis. And in this particular setting, your objective was to eliminate your opponents and or destroy the objective. There were two different objectives, and you had a time limit of a certain time that you needed to get either or both done. And if you didn't, then you failed. So in this setting, the Alliance, they made their start. They spawned in this spot right here. And the Axis side spawned inside the compound, and essentially were defending the compound. So the Alliance's job was to invade the compound, eliminate their opponents, and destroy both the V2 rocket and the control room. Also in this game, in the creative mode, there was no access to a large rocket. I was disappointed to learn that from the secret lair, the hideout that the season 2, maybe season 3, there was a rocket available, but they haven't made that available in creative mode yet. So I improvised. I improvised with the use of a clock tower. So it sits very similar to where it would in a V2 rocket setting. So this would be a compound where they would construct, manufacture, and eventually launch a V2 rocket. Setting is during the World War II era. So again, the game's not to scale. There's some sizing, spacing issues that I couldn't overcome. But anyway, that's enough of me talking. But for now, let me just go ahead and run through. As the Allies side, I'll start with the vent side spawn. Then I'll come back to the spawn here, and we'll go truck side. So, all right, sit back. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so that takes us pretty much through most of it. The only improvisation I had to make here was the build up around what would be the V2 rocket, and the spacing's not 100%. You know, I mean, that rocket would be more probably realistically back here where this tree's at, and the area here in the center would actually be sunken. But due to the way that the map doesn't allow you to take out the center, I would have to build the entire map just to build down. So I opted to just build up to it, but it didn't take away from the one part of the map that was really special. The ventilation system was an access from the vent side spawn. You could actually access through the vent room. You could access here through a tunnel that would take you into the vent entrance, and then you would actually crawl through the vent system under the map, and it would take you out right in front of what would be the V2 rocket. So in a setting of a game, it was really a convenient spot, but it was often hawked really hard by the CR, so the control room would have really good visual on that. So what I did was, still not taking away from the rocket, but I added all these doors on the outside, and on the inside I made it into a maze. So you're still kind of somewhat mazing through some of the challenges, but you know, you can go unseen from the CR. You have your hidden nice. It's a good spot to be. However, you know, is it realistic? No. You know, but it's a video game. So, and on the top here, paying homage to what would be the barrels. Barrels where there was always two gasoline barrels here that people would hide behind. And again, it was kind of a visual. You had a good vantage point to eliminate some of the people that would come out of these doors. So anyway, this is Medal of Honor Allied Assault V2 Fortnite style. So it's a work in progress. Just kind of worked on it today and see what I can come up with for future plans and modifications. Appreciate your feedback. Just thought I'd share it with some of the people that have an appreciation for some of the old school games that may not be lost forever, but here's a nice way to pay tribute to it. So, alright guys, have a good one.